wearing probably far too many accessories. I don't actually need my reading glasses on. And the hat is mostly because on Tuesday you were shown how to wear a beanie hat, and I only own this one. It's obviously not a beanie, it's a flat cap. Right, it's Thursday, but it's not Thursday, it is Friday, and I'm really sorry that the video is a day late. I'm also sorry I did not make a video last week. Right, the topic this week is passing. Now I will give a bit of advice before I launch into some sort of odd rant about this. My advice is sort of three things: hair, silhouette, and voice. With voice, I can only really suggest humming to songs in the morning, like a song that requires some kind of deep voice. It's not a great deal of help, but there you go. And whilst passing helps in terms of going to the shops, etc., and meeting strangers, and when you're having to give your name to somebody, I do appreciate that it's not pleasant. If you can't pass, you have to out yourself in order to be correctly gendered, etc. I will say that I think for the majority of people, you see the same people all the time, and so if somebody is refusing to use the correct pronouns, etc., based on your appearance when you've told them, that's not acceptable, and it's not your fault, and you shouldn't have to look masculine in order for them to use the correct pronouns. In terms of, if you think about, I know this won't count for everybody, but if you try and think about the day, and a day in your life in which you've looked completely feminine, and there was, wearing like a dress and etc., and completely, and you were still your gender then, so don't get too caught up in passing, basically. Whilst passing can help your mental health, etc., if anybody suggests that you have to look masculine or have to act a certain way or walk in a certain way in order to be male or to be accepted as male, that's not okay, because whatever you're doing, try and remember that however you normally walk is how a man walks if you identify as a man, and however you look is you look like a man because you are one, if you are one, obviously. So don't get caught up in thinking that you're doing it wrong, and don't let people tell you things along those lines, or that you aren't masculine enough, because it's a difficult one, because at the moment I'm in a flat with other people, and I bind, etc., and I know that it would be different if I didn't, and I don't think that's correct, because I think if people are going to accept that trans people exist, they should accept that we're still male, whether or whatever gender we are, and whether we make the effort or not. Basically, I don't think we should be forced into doing things in order to be accepted, or as male. If somebody knows you, then you shouldn't have to bind around them. Whether you want to or not is a different thing. Another thing to remember with passing is that it is more about, firstly, the amount you pass might change, in terms of just something might fit you better on one day and not on another, and